that doesn't win for the cringiest intro, I'm going to be upset. Because not only did I have to film it and then that footage got deleted, I had to refilm it today. And the core strength that takes is immense. I highly suggest getting on an exercise ball and trying to roll up into a sitting position. Not easy. If you don't understand that intro, it's okay. Because I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but I do know that it is May 4th. And if somebody hasn't said, May the 4th be with you, then you need to get more boomers in your life, like me. So, happy May 4th, happy Monday. Let's go through some housekeeping and then our expectations for the week. Some housekeeping. If you're not tired of me saying this, here I am saying it again, just to remind you. Please check your Wellington email. I know that we went through it last week on our Zoom calls, how to get into Wellington email and how to write messages so that the message isn't in the subject, it's in the body of the message. So if you have any questions about that, please reach out, okay? Your expectations for the week are your Google form, your discussion post reply, to continue with your activity journal daily entries for the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, and 8th. It's a 5-day week, almost forgot for a second. And then to post evidence in the Padlet and to help me out with the passion project. Your Google form, so your first expectation, I think it's becoming pretty standard for most of you. You guys have really worked it into your routine, which is fantastic. And to those of you that were unable to respond or haven't the past couple weeks to the Google form, I will be phoning a home near you to make sure that you understand how to navigate that. In the Google Forms, the feedback that I've been getting consistently from multiple students in the course is a lack of motivation. And this is completely valid. I, too, struggle with motivation at times, and I think that, as we said in the Zoom call, it's important to understand that nobody signed up to take personal fitness online. So although it is frustrating, it is something that we're going to have to continue to try and overcome. So sometimes when I'm struggling with motivation to work out, I just put on my workout clothes, because just that first step of being ready to work out or sitting in front of my desk, that first step of being ready to learn makes me have the motivation then to actually do the work. Okay, you're never going to feel motivated if you don't put in that first step to actually being prepared to do whatever it is that you need to do, okay? For some of you, I get that it's going to be, you need different workouts all the time, and that's why we've created the workout schedule so that you can continue to stay motivated. For others, it's going to be having a set routine, and that routine will structure your day, and so your structured workout helps you to complete that workout every single day. It's going to look different for different people, but continue to let me know if you're struggling, and I'll do what I can to help you out. The second expectation of the week is to participate in the D2L discussion. So this week, we're taking a little bit of a break from the dietitian segments. The second segment will hopefully come out next week. We are working with the dietitian's schedule because she's really busy. So anything that she can do for our class is extra work and work that she does on the weekend. And she was booked pretty full this weekend, so we adjusted. We're flexible. Instead this week, we are going to go off of the theme of it being Catholic Education Week. So if you go into your discussions under week 5 discussion, you'll see that I've posted a video and a little blurb before it to explain what the video is of. So a friend that I'm pretty close to, he is a director in Toronto. He did a video for his grandfather's birthday, and I really like the premise of the video. It made me smile, it gave me a little bit of positivity, and so your goal after watching the video is to go out and find a form of hope in and around your neighborhood through some sort of outdoor activity. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go out and do whatever your form of activity is, whether that's a walk, a bike ride, a run, a skateboard around the block, a longboard. I don't know what your activity of choice is outdoors, but do one of those. and then you're going to take a take a picture of something that gives you hope that you see while you're doing your outdoor activity. And then you're going to come back and you're going to write in the discussion post about that form of hope that you saw. So in the discussion, you're going to post the photo that exemplifies hope to you from your outdoor activity. Clarify what form of outdoor physical activity you did. So where you want to bike ride, where you want to walk, where you want to run. Did you have to stop? And it was a good break on your run so that you could take the photo. Explain why this image gives or gave you hope at the time. And then you need to respond to 2 of your classmates' posts, and that's your expectations for the D2L discussion this week. I also put in there that a pro tip would be tracking your activity when you're doing that outdoor activity and then posting that activity to the Padlet while also getting your example of hope. 2 in 1. If you are having a tough time taking a photo or putting it into the discussion, please reach out to me and I can help walk you through that. Okay? Normally you would just save it to your desktop and insert it, but you can also embed it. There's different ways that you can do it. Your third expectation is to continue with your daily activity journal entries. So for the 4th to the 8th, you're going to post in your activity journal. We went through in the Zoom call some feedback for the journals, so remembering in the so what and now what categories that you should be explaining what your next steps are, okay? So if you are injured, are you going to be working on reducing the number of reps and rehabilitating and maybe more flexibility work or strength for that area so that you can return to activity? Or even if you're doing the same activity every single day, did it go well that day? Did it not go so well? And you might not change anything, but just reflecting on why it might not have gone well. Could it have something to do with what you ate the night before or what time of the day you decided to work out at? So that's the type of stuff to make your posts better. Your 4th expectation is to post 2 pieces of evidence to the 2 pieces of evidence of activity to the Padlet. We talked in the Zoom call last week that we've been slowly scaffolding this Padlet to make it be where it needs to be. So the first week was just making sure that people could get on the Padlet. The second was making sure that people could post 2 pieces of evidence. This past week was making sure that you're doing 1 piece of evidence from the workout schedule, 1 piece that's whatever other activity that you might be doing. This week, we are going to focus on being sure that we are actually in our piece of evidence, okay? So that means that I need to see that it is you. So if it's a photo or a video, that would be great. It can't just be a screenshot, okay? That's where we're going. And if you need clarification for that, reach out and I'll explain. Your last expectation is to send me your video or photo submission for the passion project. I would really appreciate your help on this one. And I actually posted on your breakdown that if you send me the video or picture for the passion project, it can count as one of your 2 Padlet entries for this week. Okay, so you'll only have to do the 1 Padlet entry if you share with me a video or photo of why you enjoy high school or why specifically you enjoy going to St. James. And that is all for this week. Now, for those of you whose hearts I probably broke by saying like I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, so the extent of my knowledge is knowing that the words come from the bottom of the screen and scroll to the top. I hope that you can appreciate that we all have different things that we value in our life. For me, it was last Thursday, the last day of April, just playing It's Gonna Be Me by NSYNC on a loop because May was coming. So as a 90s kid, this is me saying, I'll see you later and have a great week. It's gonna be May.